headache. That's why I wanted to look at this small topic in Excel called regression analysis in Excel. So I know this is not part of what we were doing. We were doing the taxation, but this is for management accounting. This one is covering management accounting. And if you look at your past paper, most of the time they are asking for this regression analysis. They are asking for this regression analysis. So we have been told here that the regression, it is used to establish the relationship between the quantity sold, or it is used to establish the relationship between the quantity sold and the price, and also the advertising output. So the examiner also will give you this kind of data, and they will ask you maybe to find the relationship in terms of regression. So given this data, we have been given the quantity sold. You have been given the quantity sold, the price, and advertising. So for you to analyze this one using a regression method, you have to follow this step. So we have been told on the data tab in the analysis group, click the data analysis. So if you go to data tab here, and then you must find a data analysis tab here, which we don't have. So you have to set up your file first, because we don't have that tab here of data analysis. So once you click that data analysis, you can see here we have been given the note. Kindly note, find not the data analysis pattern. Click the load analysis toolpack and add in. So sometimes, like even in our case here, we don't have the data analysis tab here. So we have to put it. So we have to put that data analysis. So we'll go to, options. Can go to options here. Option you go down to there, and then from there you can say add in. From add in, you can go to sulfur add-in, sulfur add-ins. Once you click that sulfur add-ins, you can say go, you will get here. So we have analysis toolpack. We can add all of this except euros, and then you click OK. So now we have our data analysis here. You can see this one is now a data analysis. That is a data analysis. So now we have done up to that step. So can you do it in your Excel? You have the machine there, or you are?
I have the machine.
Or you are doing it? You are joining using laptop, phone?
No, it's laptop.
Yes.
Laptop.
Okay, so if you are using laptop, can you now put that? So enable that data analysis. Are you done?
I was opening it.
So you go to options. From the options, select the sulfur. You go to that, select the regression. So if you click that data analysis, you will get the regression. So if I come here, my data, and click the data analysis, I will get the same table like this. So I will come here and select regression. I will select regression. Yes, this regression. So once you select sorry, regression, click OK. And then you will get this range where we have the y intercept and the x intercept. We have the y intercept and the x intercept. So if you come down here, we have been told select sorry. So you have to type this data. You have to type this data. So for us, remember this is an image. So first, let's type this data, quantity salt. So I hope also you are typing on your side. So we have quantity salt, the quantity salt, and then we have the price. We have advertising. We have advertising, which will have 500, and then 4700, and then we have 5800. We have 7400. We have 6200. We have 7300. We have 5600. The prices here, we have 2, we have 5, 3, and then 2, 5, 3, 4. Then the advertising, we have 2800. What else? We have 200, we have 400, we have 500, we have 3200, and then we have 1800, we have 900. We have 900. So now we have our data. So look at the procedure. So you have been told select the Y range. Ukisha select that regression. This is the predictor variable, also called dependent variable. It is also called dependent variable. That is Y axis. So your Y axis will be from A1 to A8, which is this one. A1 to A1 to A8. That could be your Y axis. That is the quantity salt will be your Y axis. And then X axis will be, this is an explanatory variable, also called independent variable. This column must be adjusted to each other. So that is B1 to B8. That is B1 to P8. So once you select, check the labels. You must check the labels, and then click the output range box and select A, and select A11. A11 tiko wapi? Ukiangalia A11 maybe mahali inafaa display the A11. You're not seeing A11 there, and then check the residual, and then click OK. So let's do up to that point. Let's do up to that point. So we will come here. Where can we do it? We can do it here. So click that data analysis, and then from data, click regression analysis. The Y range is this one. This is our Y range. And then the X range is this one. And then put the labels, check the labels. And then here, click the residuals. And then new worksheet play, or we need to, the range. we have been told the range we click A or click A11, which in our case, we can click this. No, A11, in this case, we can use H11. You can use H11 and then click OK. Let's see the results. Regression output will be overwrite data and press OK to overwrite the data range. Say OK. It is in book 2. Say open book 2. Book 2. Tumepata wapi hiyo book 2? Or we change this and it will be from this side. Let's put it here. Yeah. So if you put there, you will get this one. So this is your summary of regression analysis. This is your summary of regression analysis. This is your summary of regression analysis. So you can see multiplier R, which is this one. We have R square, which is that one. Adjusted R square, it is that one. And then the standard error, it is that one. Observation, it is that one. So we also given you the regression. We have the coefficient, the standard deviation, the standard error, T state, this value, the low, and that we also have the confident value. We have the confident and the low. So this is how you do regression ANOVA. You can see even you can have ANOVA here. So it is very simple as that. So if you go to your past paper, you get this data. And you will type all of it, or if you use the one which I shared for Excel, can be able to do that. Note number. Yes. So you can see we have a question there, which it will need you to use the regression analysis. This one, you can see that is question 3. Fresh and limited manufacture and sell a fresh juice. The company has provided the following data for the year ended 2022. So we have the quantity produced, the production cost from January to that. You are required to generate a regression output from Excel with the following information. So you need the regression statistic, which if you can see what we have gotten here, we have gotten a regression statistic here. This one, we have regression statistic, which is this one. So you can be easily get that regression statistic. And then once you get the regression statistic, they also ask you to do what? To analyze the ANOVA. And you can see we have given the ANOVA. And then to say, interpret and slope coefficient with the detail, including the lower and upper of 96 confident. So you will explain this confident. So you remember mambo na explanation of the confidence level. So you will explain this confidence level here. We have the lower and the upper of 95%. So you can. So there is another question which is also asking for the residuals. They are asking for the residuals. So if they are asking for the residuals, then you can get your residuals here. We have the predicted for 800, and then we have the residual value here. If we change that one to 7400, it will not change. So you have to go back that. So because nimesema I'm not feeling well, but I don't want we leave the class, at least we do something. See, umeipata this data? Umetype this one to umepata the same result vile nimepata?
Nilipata but hata sioni screen iko blank. Ilienda off hivi haijarudi bado.
So have you typed this in your keyboard, in your Excel?
Nimetype, nimepata the same. I think nimepata the same. Nimeangalia ANOVA na hiyo regression.
Yes, umepata the same structures here. So now go to that past paper. There is a lot of question for regression. So you will do that in that past paper.
Hello?
So yes.
Unasema?
So go to your past paper and do this the same.
So
I know mahali maybe utashindwa ni explanation. So explanation, you can't have this explanation. You can't have this explanation. Like in the case yenye net ina pop up inakuja. So you can take a screenshot this explanation. You can take a screenshot to this explanation of that confident here 9520. So we have the breakdown here of explaining those things. Let me paste here. So maybe this one is big. So the first one, we have been told in the context of regression analysis. In the context of regression analysis, the lower 95% and the upper 95% column represent the 95 confident level. I think you did the confident level kwa QA. So it represents 95% confident level for the coefficient estimate. So the coefficient estimate values of the model parameter in this case utapata, if you interpret the intercept here 8,500, that is the quantity sold, utapata the coefficient for the variable labeled 2 is negative 600, and then kuna standard error. This measures the variability of the coefficient estimate. A smaller standard error indicates more prices, a price estimate. So you just need this small explanation. So the smaller standard error inaonyesha the precise estimate, and then kuna t-stat. This is the statistic which tests whether the coefficient is significantly different from 0. It is calculated as the ratio of the coefficient to its standard ratio. And then kuna p-value. The p-value also is a null hypothesis. Is called so if you get a quantitative book, you can be able to explain to understand more about this easy mambo na hypothesis. So umeambiwa it presents the null hypothesis that the coefficient is equal to 0. So as a b value less than this one typically could indicate that the coefficient is statistically significant. And then kuna hiyo lower and confident. So you can see the interpretation here. You can see the interpretation. So you can screenshot that, or even I can share, or I can share this Excel for Excel. So let me share this Excel so that you can use it. So now let me give you time to do the, kuna swali kama tatu hapo kwa past paper. So you can do that regression analysis.
Budgeting.
Yes.
Kuna swali ya budgeting ya 2024 April ilinisumbua.
Hebu tuone hiyo. You have it. Niko na past paper ya 2024 kweli. Nilikutumia ama ilikuwa wapi?
Niliona tu.
Do you have the
Ilikuwa
question?
mambo na
Maybe you can share. So can I stop the sharing the screen?
yeah.
So you can share if you have it in your. So you
Yes,
can
yes.
share this.